How's it going, ladies and Bruce? I'm Bobby6, and welcome back to Medieval World Actor Badge and Dagger. We've got ourselves a nice little tasty job that pays $500 a day. It might get us killed or suicided, but only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's carry on, shall we? Quietly though, I don't talk to her again. I tailor her undetected, like I would a criminal. For you, you'd give me sass if I asked again. Man, what a way to spend a morning. But I'm still supposed to be fishing it for info for Strikos. Maybe chasing Fuyumi will net me something. Maybe. Oh, it's our alarm clock again. Gotta be. Looks like he's conked out even harder than normal. I guess it was a late night yesterday, but he's got to get up soon. Could have sworn he had a stun gun in one of these drawers. Let's see where he's hiding it. Melissa rifles around. Bingo. Oh, that's heavy. Alrighty, close enough. Melissa drops the stun gun roughly. Here's the switch. Oh god, my eyes! The shock to the base of my neck shoots my eyes open. Also, it knocks me out of bed. Oh, you're up. Sorry. What's going on? I'm still feeling a bit numb, or maybe stinging sensation, but there's no enemies in sight. You feeling awake yet? Huh? Melissa is buzzing around with her usual idiot expression. And there is, for some reason, a stun gun at my feet. Don't tell me you were having trouble waking up. I helped. Did your brain go back to the forest? I'd say it woke you up pretty good. You're lucky it was on this side of the pearly gates. My sleepiness departed this world and I almost followed. Hell of a way to wake a guy up. Well, you're one heck of an uncooperative sleeper. I had a long day yesterday. I mean, up until just now. Fuyumi got us home safe, but it was almost 7 by then. Wonder if she'll make it into work okay today. Fuyumi rushing out of the door with half a slice of toast in her mouth, shouting, "I'm gonna be late!" I can't imagine. I guess I can sleep at my desk. Wow, you're on another level. No one will notice. It's not like I do any work anyway. I'm so tired. I wound up yawning all the way to the office. Somehow I doubt I'll get much done today. Like usual. So is Fuyumi here or not? I'm curious, so I poked my head in at the first. Where is she? The hard-working homicide detectives are all lined up, ready to indulge in a strictly managed meeting. There she is. Either absent or rubbing at tired eyes. Those are my best guesses before I saw her. Instead she's eager and engaged, diving into the meeting as if nothing had happened. I knew she was hard-working, but this is something else. There's no way she isn't holding in a yawn. She's tackling her work without any hint of one. Ugh. So she's got a trick or two I can't copy. Still, she's got to be sleep-deprived, however neatly she hides it. I hope she doesn't work herself so hard she snaps. Good morning. What kind of morning greeting is that? An advanced police skill that lets me say hi and tell you that I'm tired at the same time. The tired part came through at least. Coming to us in the aftermath of another binge? Yeah, binge of work, you gremlin. I'm exhausted from being such a great cop all the time. Last night I guarded a woman as she walked home alone. You stalked a girl home, you mean? If I were going to stalk someone, it wouldn't be... It was someone you knew? Forget about it. Anyway, I'm hitting the sack. I appreciate your honesty, but you can't do that. Crack the whip, why don't you? Cut me some slack. The higher-ups have been strict recently. If you sleep at your desk, I'll be forced to report you. I got an easy fix for that. Just don't. Knowing when to shut your eyes is part of the job, Chief. Reporting a subordinate who slacks on the job is an excellent way to secure one's own evaluation. It'd be a small price to pay for a pay increase. You're the worst boss ever. And you're the worst employee, bub. In any case, and be that as it may, I'd really appreciate it if you made an effort. I'd love to make an effort, I really would, but... My consciousness is slipping here. I'm all out of pep. Oh my, it's getting to be that time. What time? You see, the 13th is scheduled to receive a new member today. We are? I don't remember hearing about it. It was decided yesterday, and rather suddenly. I believe it's a transfer from the 7th Division. The 7th? What do those guys do again? They're our Forensics Division. And they're kicking somebody out, not to us? Well, I suppose one might think of it that way. Let's discuss this in more detail when they arrive. We don't have long to wait. Excuse me. A dispirited voice comes at the door. And then a woman walks in through it. Feeling our eyes on her, she looks away. Not exactly a social butterfly then. Would you mind introducing yourself? Must I? Well, yes, I think that would be best. If you could do it for me, I'd appreciate that. She isn't so much as a social moth, is she? Her communication skills are way below average. I suppose I could back you up then. The chief winds up doing the explaining. Allow me to introduce our new member. This is Detective Nagare Asakura. She previously worked in forensics at the 7th Division. Who do you know who entered the force with her? Oh, I know. She joined at the same time as Officer Kamachi. Yes. Interesting. So she's Kamachi's age, huh? That'd make her 25, give or take. But she's pretty much Kamachi's polar opposite. Could you say maybe a word of greeting? Thank you for the introduction. I'm Nagare Asakura. I look forward to working with you. Wow, what a blank slate. Wow, what a blank slate. Well, we can guess a thing or two. The 13th only recruits troublemakers after all. You know you're in the 13th too. Yes, but I'm used to it. Fair enough. We're the division composed of castaways from the rest. Gloomy introverts and violent thugs have a place here. There's only one requirement to join. That's to be unquestionably competent. If we're useless, it would just be easier to fire us. I guess there've been exceptions before though. Huh? Do I have something on my face? Poopy. You're the worst person ever. Well, now that the introductions have been made, please, I hope you'll all get along well with it. Yes, what is it? You don't have to get along with me. Would you mind just leaving me alone? What? Nagare seems to want to look at anything but us. I don't like to interact with people. I don't need a welcome party. Please put my seat in the corner. But you'll never fit in here like that. Is there any particular need to fit in? Wow, she turns being a drag into an art form. This woman makes Tamako look extroverted. I'll do the minimum in terms of work. And that's the end of the talk. Eventually the chief can't find an angle to swarm in on. I'll set up a desk in the back. Thanks. Maybe our senior gloom goblin Tamako gets her. She's already arranging her space. You're right with letting her do this, Chief? As far as seats go, I suppose. But I'm disappointed to be skipping the welcome party. I'm on the same page with you there. Don't you think we should ram one through anyway? I think, maybe. She doesn't want one. Forcing a welcome party on her would be harassment. Harassment? That kind of thing's a serious problem these days. It's okay, we'll just have a welcome party for her and then we won't invite her. Problem solved. Pressuring people into participation is wrong. Dumb butt, watch what you tell the guy. It's odd that you want to have a welcome party, Luca. Just looking out for our newbie, that's all. Sure you're not looking out for a free drink? The brainless slab of meat has no right to see through me. Shut it. Let's put that welcome party on the back burner for now. Look what you did to my free drinks, you jerks. There it is. The worst person ever just keeps getting worse. Can it? It's been a while since we got new blood in the 13th. The last newbie was Claris. I don't know what forensics does, but I doubt we'd need it. And I doubt the brass cares much whether we use her, as long as we keep her on the straight and narrow. Not my business, and not my problem. Come on, Claris, let's hit the pavement. I still can't shake my tiredness. Actually, it's hitting me harder than before. And if I can't sleep here, then I'll sleep somewhere else. A flash of inspiration hits me. A brilliant plan. You plan to go sleep out in the streets? Shut your trap. Like hell I am. I mean, yes, that was the plan. You cool with that, Chief? I wouldn't say I'm cool with it, but I suppose it can't be helped. Claris, would you keep an eye on him for me? Yes, sir. My loyal servant, I mean, rookie partner, Claris, would never turn against me so easily. She totally would. Isn't that right, buddy? I sent her a meaningful glance. Fine, but you owe me a meal. Make it a soft drink and you got a deal. Skinflint. Oops. Skinflint? Just talking to myself. Dumb butt. Team telepathy is subverbal for a reason. But at least now I'll be able to sleep in peace. Reporting wrongdoing to me would be a plus on your record. And it might come with a nice bonus out of my pocket. Leave it to me, Chief. Hey. I'll grab a smoke before we go. Wait outside. I can wait, but won't you be smoking out on the street too? The smoking room's got its charms sometimes. Uh-huh. I'll go on ahead then. Claris heads out with a confused look. I hate it in the smoking room. Get used to it or you can stop tagging along. Melissa hides deeper in my coat. She's not a fan of smoke. I head into the smoker's paradise, and Ikuta is already there. I'm stopping him because I saw him through the glass. Yo, slacking off and grabbing a smoke already? Of course not, I'm not you. What do you want? Huh? You saw me and you came inside. Wow, not everything's about you. I wouldn't be here if I'd known you were lurking. If that's how you want to play it. Ikuta is dry as ice as usual. Yanking his chain doesn't move him at all. Great, now it's hard to bring up what I came in to talk about. If you have nothing to ask, I'll be leaving. Get the hell out of here then. Fine. Ikuta stubs out a cigarette into parts. Now the smoke tastes like butt. I knew there was a reason I hated that guy. In the end, I leave the smoking room too, without any worthwhile conversation at all. Big brother! What? You're my big brother, aren't you? Komachi comes rushing up to me, spouting some silliness. I'm sorry, what? It's me, Komachi. Komachi, don't you remember? Your little sister, Komachi. We got separated when we were little. I don't know what you're sick with, but keep it away from me. Ah, come on, can't I get a reaction? Have you ever seen a dramatic reunion? I'm real glad not to be your brother, that's all. Now tell me what this is about. I thought you'd be happy if I were your little sister. So I broke out with my best acting to give you the experience. You call yourself an actress? You're a ham. That's so rude. You know, I actually went to see like 2 or 3 plays back when I was at school. That explains the acting, I guess. Sorry, I'm all set for stupid for today. Come back later. Come to think of it though, I've got a question for you. Hey, do you know Nagare Asakura? Asakura? Yeah, I know her. That's Komachi for you, the biggest extrovert on the force. Did you know she got moved to the 13th division? Oh yeah, was that today? It wasn't a surprise to Komachi then. What's she like? Wow, she's pretty, so you're chasing her already? I don't think you're her type, maybe give up. Like, that's not what I'm asking. I'm just curious what kind of person she is. I know she keeps to herself, but that's about it. She does seem to hate people kinda a lot. Like, if she opens her mouth once, that's a chatty day for her. Is she that way with you too? Yeah, she's probably about the same with me. I don't get pushy with her. Is she good at what she does? I don't know the details, but I haven't heard that she's that good, or slows anything down. She just really doesn't like to deal with other people. So she's nothing special ability-wise. Sorry, but yeah, that's pretty much the idea. And why'd she wash up with us? They could've just fired her. Don't ask me, that's not my department. Even Komachi hasn't heard the reason then. It's not like she causes trouble, not like you do. It's kinda hard to fire people when they do their jobs. True, true. She's antisocial, in a totally different way from me and Vaz. Quite a bit harder to put on the chopping block. In that case, why not leave her at the 7th? It's a good question, but not one for Komachi. That's all I wanted to know. I'll go get back to work. Good luck at work today, big brother. Cut that out. I've never been gladder to not have a sister. That's a bit mean. Nobody in the agency's got their head on straight. Useless superintendents, crazy lady officers. I'm the only sane one here. I think you'll find you're the worst of all. People keep telling me that because they're crazy. Just because everyone says it doesn't mean it's true. If nobody says it, then it doesn't make it true either, right? Well, not exactly. Might as well go with the crowd then. I think that's called democracy. Even my pet's getting wise on me today. The day comes to an end with no real results. Just as I'm thinking of wrapping things up, my phone rings. And who should it be but the chief? What a drag. I stare at my noisy phone and sigh. Wouldn't you pick that up? Now? It's time to clock out. Why would I want to talk to my boss at this point? It isn't a question of whether you want to. The phone keeps on ringing, spoiling our nice chat. The chief's feeling persistent today, isn't he? Why not talk to him? Maybe it's an urgent case. A case, huh? For the one I'm worried about, it wouldn't be the chief calling. Ah, what the hell. Let's see what he wants. Hey, hello? I'm kind of busy right now. What's this about? Oh, were you working on something? I can call back later if you prefer. Just a stakeout. Can we keep this short? Stakeout? You're trying to go home. Shut it. I brush away the impertinent bug with a hand. It's about the new girl who joined us today. Oh, Nagade, right? What about it? I was wondering if we ought to welcome her properly after all. You rang my phone off the hook for that? Well, yeah. I just told you I'm busy, right? I thought you'd be on your way home. I'm not the kind of man who disappears for home the second it's clock out time. As long as there's crime, I'll be there to chase it. You'll be at home chasing snacks with a beard. Shut it, bugger. What? Nothing, just something on this end. I was in favour of the welcome party before, of course, but if she doesn't want one, then what can we do? That's true, of course, I admit. You don't think she might simply be being shy? I really, really doubt it. Understood, Chief. If that's how you feel, let's have a welcome party without it. That way I get my drinks and Nagade's happy too. But it wouldn't be a welcome party anymore, would it? It'd just be a drinking party. Shut it, buzz off. Is there someone else there with you? Yes, excuse me, just gathering some intel. Wasn't it a stakeout? I do a little staking out, then I ask a question or two. Must be difficult juggling both at once. Tricky for an amateur, but no trouble for me. Oh, that's good to know. In any case, we'd better give up on the welcoming party. Great idea, Chief. Let's go grab drinks sometime soon, you and me. I'll consider it. The way he says it, I know that he won't. Whew. Wow, what a phone call. Tell me about it. The Chief's a flip-flopper, it's a bad habit of his. No, I was talking about your end, Ruka. We're going home. Okay. Melissa does a little spin in midair at that. For some reason she stops and points a finger. What's up? Isn't that Nagade? I guess she's pointing at Nagade, yeah. She's plodding drearily along, probably heading home. Kinda seems like she's given up on womanhood, huh? Since when are you the judge? I've seen enough people to know what I'm looking at. No flash and no colour, a human body, not a sexual one. She doesn't have fun times, nor especially bad ones. She sits up on her hill and looks down at the rest of us. You want to go say hi? She is new after all. New to the 13th, you mean? She's been around as long as Komachi has. Kinda late to try and hustle her in now. I watch her pallid back grow more distant. But I really feel bad for her, don't you? Don't you want to help her get comfortable? Me? Why would I? I know it's not exactly a strong suit, Luca. It's not really anybody's at the 13th though, right? Well, not so much. Vaz, Tamako and Sasuke are out of the question. A Chief or Claris could start a conversation, but... Anyway, it might pay off. Pay off like how? I don't know. Pay off somehow. Can I pay you off to shut up? It's a funny coincidence I ran into here, I admit. Quietly, I sidle up closer to Nagade. And once I've got her in striking range... Yo! Putting a hand on her shoulder, I greet her. So what Nagade gets is a voice from behind. She jumps forward away from me, escaping my touch. Oh, come on, I'm not that scary. Her reaction was like I poked her with something filthy. You're... She claims up. And then apparently remembers my name. Detective Hiryu. That's me, Detective Extraordinaire, and your new work pal. You're plenty on edge there, ain't you? I wave my right hand around. It's very empty of her shoulder. I'm sorry. As a woman I have to take precautions. I guess so. She's pretty on the outside, it's true. Kind of forlorn beauty type. She doesn't look assertive either, so she probably gets attention from the worst sort of guy. Do you need something from me? Nothing much, just wanted to say hello, that's all. We'll be working together in the 13th from now on. I think I already said hello earlier. Not like that. Hey, come on. I stick out a hand at her. What are you doing? Offering you a handshake. Hoping it's the start of a good working relationship. She glares at me with undisguised disgust. I hope so as well. Without touching my hand, she turns away. Not even a handshake, huh? I don't like them. She answers, but doesn't stop walking. You hear that? She doesn't like handshakes. Shot down, huh? It was your idea. Thanks. I didn't know she hated people that much. A little handshake never killed anybody. Maybe it was because it was your hand. I mean, you look dirty because you're dirty. Shut it! No handshakes with that one then. I'm a little sad about it, but that part's a secret. Just the tiniest little bit sad. In the morning, the entire 13th is assembled. Even Sasuke, so you know it's serious. Thank you for joining me so early in the day. What's this all about? We got stuff to do, you know. You do less than any of the rest of us. I do plenty. What kind of cases are you chasing right now? That's a trade secret. A trade... I can't even... What? Nothing. Please ignore me. Engaging with you is a spectacular waste of time. So she starts a fight and then bails before I can fight back. Anyhow, I'm busy. Could you keep this short? Of course. The chief coughs softly and then draws a breath. We all remember yesterday when Nagade joined our team. We do. We all look over at her. Nagade looks uncomfortably off to the middle distance. Would you mind not talking about me? I apologize. The chief bows downright desperately. He's the best bower and scraper in the agency. What about it? Today I'd like to let you know that orders have come down for us to bring another new member into our family. A new member again? So, another washout, washing out with us. 2 days in a row? That sure as hell never happened before. No, this is something of a different pattern. He wasn't chased out of his division like the rest of you. He's being moved here as a simple personnel transfer. So, not like Nagade, you're saying. Somebody's eyes burn a hole in the back of my head. Somehow she accomplishes it without even looking at me. Kinda hard to believe it's just a normal transfer. They call us the sideliners for a reason. I suppose they do. A normal transfer? That's just an excuse. We've got another exile washing up on our shores. It's only the usual, at the end of the day. Hey, we might be trouble, but we're useful trouble. Vaz nods. The meathead is actually proud of it. But all of here are trouble. In our own ways. Mostly in one very specific way. We're loose cannons. Firepower worth keeping an eye on. I didn't make any trouble anywhere. And you're not much use either. I could name someone else of limited utility. You gonna sit there and take that, Sasuke? Apparently, we're not worth a verbalization. So, where's this oh-so-normal transfer? Well, he should be here any moment, I believe. We all look at the door of the 13th Division. The door stays stubbornly closed and no one walks in. He ain't coming, huh? He certainly hasn't yet. How strange, it's already past the scheduled time. Would you go see what the matter is, Hideo? Why's it gotta be me? Claris can handle the grunt work at least. Why should it be me instead? Rookie's privilege. Do my legwork and let my wisdom trickle down to you. I don't think I follow your reasoning, but... Wait, I really think Hideo is the one for this job. Our transfer is coming from the 1st Division, you see. The 1st? Oh shit, it's for Yumi, isn't it? That's a hell of a curveball. Oh wait, they said he though. They're spinning someone all the way from the 1st to us. And they're trying to sugarcoat it on paper too. It damn well better not be Yakuto. Haha, that isn't even funny. Perhaps you can go take a look for me then. The whole 1st Division is composed of humans. Sending Claris in there could stir things up, it's true. You got it, Chief. I'll go pick him up. Be the face of the 13th. Just as soon as I'm done with a quick smoke break. I get as far as the glass doors of the smoking room. Then I see Yakuto on the other side. The prick. Taking a break first thing in the morning again. Like I'm about to do. Why do I have to go to the 13th Division? Stepping in, I'm greeted by shouting. Because our boss has ordered it. But I don't understand why it has to be me. What you fighting about? You got perfect timing. Yakuto flashes me a look and gives the man standing in across from him a pat on the shoulder. This detective will be joining the 13th today. He's yours. Huh? Superintendent Yakuto. I understand your dissatisfaction, but keep talking and you'll be making trouble. Intimidated, the man flinches. As Yakuto departs, the man stares angrily after him. Why me? Why sweep me under the rug in the 13th? We've got great rugs, you'll see. He shoots me a burning stare and then leaves without a word. Hey, hold up! I was trying to light up a cigarette and now I'm stuck chasing the guy into the hallway. Don't follow me. I promise I don't want to, but I got orders to bring you back with me. He stalks rapidly toward the entrance of the 13th. I assure you have nothing to worry about. I can at least sweep myself off to the sidelines. Yeah, sure you can, but let me grab a smoke first. I refuse, I hate smoke. I can let him go ahead, but that'd cause problems. I give up on the tobacco and head back with him. Thank you, Hideo. I see you found him. Sure thing, Chief. Can't have found himself, but why quibble? I'm Ruka Hideo, and I love being helpful. That scored me some points in Chief Yamada's book. I hope he remembers when eval time comes around. He actually did his job? It was by accident. Bet he thinks he'll get him a pay rise. No way, not even Ruka's that much of an idiot. That is, surely not. Naturally, he knows that things like this don't reflect on his evaluation, don't you, Ruka? Of course I do. Jeez. Why'd you pause so long before answering? Just a bit of phlegm in my throat for a second? That does often happen to heavy smokers. Now, we're all assembled. Let's begin. This is our new member of the 13th, Detective Alex. Bet you conquer all the ladies, buddy. I miss my smoke, but I can puff him up a little. It only earns me another glare. What? I glare back, but Alex is back to ignoring me. I'm so excited to work with you all. Oh yeah, sure you are. He doesn't seem any softer than on the rest of our crew. Given what he was shouting, I can figure why. In fact, he didn't have to shout. It's oozing out of every pore. He knows Vaz and Tamako are 13th mainstays too. Whether new people wash up here in exile, or as perfectly normal personnel transfers, they all feel the same way. Why do I deserve this division? Everybody thinks that way at first. Unless they get dumped on us as rookies anyway. What is it, Ruka? Nothing. Let's all introduce ourselves then. The chief starts going round in a circle. Firstly, this is Tabako. Hello. She's a brilliant software engineer. You'll probably rely on her in your investigations. And that's her partner, Vaz. Yo. He's a second, as you can see, and very reliable too. I do most of the punching. Then we have Sosuke Hashiba. Detective Hashiba. I've heard a lot about you. He joined the force with Ikuta, whom you know from the first. He's a terribly effective detective. Ooh, that rhymes so nicely. Effective detective. I hope you learn a lot from him. I'm looking forward to it. That's not so much a respect as caution. He's not looking forward to it one iota, that's clear. Next up we have Nagare Asakura. Don't we? Nagare isn't standing in her place anymore. Instead she's back at her desk, sitting down. Nagare. It was taking too long, my head started hurting. She swallows a pill and then joins us again. Can we keep this moving? She's not even pretending to be happy to be here. I'll keep it short in that case. This is Nagare Asakusa. She joined the 13th yesterday. She's a fresh wash out, you mean? Nagare bows her head curiously and wanders off again. I never wanted to end up like that. You're kinda in the same boat, you know. I'm different. I'm here because it's necessary. I'll return to the first before long. Hope that works out for you. You nest here like a parasite. How's that working out? Now, let's all get along. This is Claris, our resident elf. It's nice to meet you. I can't wait to work together. An elf? Yes? I don't like to beat around the bush. I hate elves. Let me know if you need help remembering that. I see. Claris doesn't look surprised. She's used to it. Plenty of cops aren't fans of non-humans. And last of all we have... last but not least, the man of the hour. Ruka Hideo. Looks like you already know who I am. I think the whole force does. You must be so proud. Was that supposed to be a jibe? Nice try, Greenhorn. Legends are all true. That's right, I'm a goddamn legend. It wasn't a compliment. Alex looks pissed. Pissed enough to continue. You're a cancer on this organization. I may hate elves, but I hate you most of all. I wear that as a badge of honor. Come on, get along, get along. You got a hell of a mouth on you know that? You realize the two of us are the same age. Huh? Oh, that's right, Alex is 30 years old. Huh? He doesn't act like it. That concludes the introductions for today. Do you have any words about what you hope to do here? What does a 30-year-old act like? I wish I knew. Absolutely not. That's, well, something of a shame. Can't you think of anything? I'll do my best to get back to the first as soon as possible. It's good to have dreams. You'll be partnering up together with Sasuke. He's the least useless one here. I don't need a partner. We can't have that. It's police policy for detectives to work in pairs. And Alex is a detective from the 1st Division. I'm sure he can keep up with you. Sasuke has worked alone forever, but I guess policy is finally catching up with him. I mean, knowing him, he'll still work alone anyway. Compared to this guy, I'm glad to have you. Was that supposed to be nice? Smile, you're my favourite. Strangely, that doesn't cheer me up at all. I can imagine. So now the 13th has got a brand new Alex. With Nagade, we're up 2 heads. This will be our first day working with the new team. Sasuke stands and moves for the door, trying to leave without a word to Alex. Hold on. Alex has to chase him. I don't need you. I don't want to go with you either. But I have my orders. Sorry, but I work alone. Sasuke goes ahead unflappable with Alex following, unwanted. I wonder if Alex will be okay. Probably not. I'm afraid it's unlikely. Why'd you stick it with Sasuke? Because Sasuke doesn't have a partner. Yeah, because he won't work with one. How about a trio with Tamako and Vaz? That's out of the question. He's a royal pain. Have some respect for the newbie, you jerks. A trio with you then, Hiryu. Give me a break. If you dislike the idea, why not help make this work? Help like how? I'd like you to lend a hand to Alex and Sasuke, to help them form an effective partnership. That's almost as bad as the trio idea. It isn't so bad, is it? Yeah, I'm busy right now. I'm busting my butt out there every single day. Today I'm wrestling with my evening drinking plans. That's generally not considered being busy. I could wipe your mistake the other day off the books. Mistake? You mean the thing with the drugs? I was just about to write up a report today, you see. If you're willing to cooperate, well, I suppose I might forget some pertinent details. Leave it to me, Chief. I'll make him into real buddy-buddy cops. Why stop there? I'll try to make him hook up. Wonderful, but you can stop at the first part. A functional partnership would be enough for me. Let's go, you oh-so-hateable elf here. You don't have to say it like that. And with that, it's time to wrap this episode up because we're out of time for today. I can't believe we got 2 new recruits already. Jesus. Man, this Alex one's going to be a pain in the ass though. I don't think Nagade's going to be a pain in the ass because she's just going to go hang out in the corner and probably not bother anyone. But Alex seems like a wanker. Anyway, and I can kind of understand Nagade being antisocial. I'm a pretty antisocial person myself, not going to lie. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting out for me, and I'll see you in the next one.